So then we shall move on with the reconciliation differences. Mm, Have you ever heard about bank reconciliation statement? Anyone? Okay. So bank reconciliation statement is prepared to ensure that there is the differences between the cash account in the books of accounts is correctly matched with the bank statement that is provided by the banks. Okay, it just compares the bank account balances which is being reflected through the bank statement that we obtain from the banks as and verifying whether it is as per our accounting records with the by using the corresponding balance which is shown on the bank account of the books of accounts. The major purpose is to identify and account for any differences between these two figures. So this is what bank reconciliation is about. Like if every entry in the cash book matches with the bank statement, then bank balance will be same in both the records, right? But in real situation, it is not possible. When the balances do not agree with each other, there arises the need for preparing a bank reconciliation statement to explain the causes arises. So such a statement is known as bank reconciliation statement. As a result of this internal record of the business, that is bank account balances, right? It is being reconciled with the external record, which is the bank statement. So, why do you think it is important? What can be the major need for preparing a bank reconciliation statement?
To
Anyone
understand the cash flow.
to understand the cash flow? Okay. Anything else? Okay. So, why the preparing of bank reconciliation statement is important is because it ensures that the company's financial statements are accurate and reliable. Because it also avoids fraud payments. Some things, if there is difference between cash account or bank account in the books of accounts and the bank statement provided by the bank, if there is no bank reconciliation statement, we will not be able to identify, right? Like what is the difference between what is the reason for the difference that is being occurred here. So it is why the preparation of bank reconciliation statement is important. It also helps in like as you said, it aids in the cash management, cash inflows by identifying what are the checks that is being outstanding. Like it outstanding in the sense it would have been gone out from the hands of the business, but still it wouldn't have been reached to the customer or to the pay, that is to the person to whom we are making the payment. So in all these cases, we require there is a mismatch between the bank account balances and the bank statement balance. So it also helps in identifying if there is any error has been occurred. So for all these reasons, we require bank reconciliation statement. So, what are the factors that we need to consider for reconciliation? On what basis reconciliation is being done? When performing a bank reconciliation statement, the comparison between the bank statements and bank accounts as per a company's records is based on several factors so that we can ensure that both the sets of records are consistent and accurate. So these are the key elements which we consider while doing the bank reconciliation statement. The first one is date. Date of each transaction is checked so that the transactions recorded in the company's books correspond to the same period. So to ensure this correspondence between the transactions in the company's books and as per the bank statement, then the amount, that is the amount in our company's records and the bank statement will be matched. Then the transaction type, whether it's a deposit or withdrawal, whether it is putting into the bank account or taking it out of the bank account. All these transaction type we have to consider. Then the description. While making the transaction, we will have some description, so we need to consider all these descriptions. Then the check number. For making while making the check payment, it is required to the check number that we record the check number in our books of accounts under the bank statement, under the bank accounts, and the same check number is being also reflected in the bank statement which is provided by the banks. So while doing the reconciliation, we will consider this check number. And in case if it is an electronic payment such as NEFT, RTGS, or in all these transactions, we will have a particular transaction ID to compare to facilitate the reconciliation. So we will consider this transaction ID in case of electronic payment. And also in the electronic payments, we will consider the payment method. Like the majorly used payment methods are NEFT, RTGS. So what type of payment method it is? It is recorded in the books, in our books, right? So the same method is being recorded in the bank statement also. So by considering all these factors, we will carry out the reconciliation. So how this reconciliation process goes, or how the process of reconciliation is done. So at first we will have to gather the necessary information, like the bank statements for that particular period and a cash account or bank account, ledger account, okay, in the which is recorded in the books of accounts of the business, right? So these two are the major information which we require to prepare a reconciliation. And also we need to have data on what are the outstanding checks, that is as previously said, right? Outstanding checks means that is gone out of the hands of the business but is not yet reached in the hands of the payee or the person to whom we are making the payment. So all such information has to be gathered. Then both the bank statement balance and the bank account balance has to be compared, and then we will be finding the reasons for such differences, where the differences has been occurred. We'll match the entire bank statement and bank account. Then we will note for the discrepancies, and afterwards we will be adjusting those in the accounting records. If it is bank charges, that will be reflected in the bank statement, right? But it won't be reflected, it won't be recorded in our books. So in that case, we will have to make an adjusting entry in our books of accounts to record the bank charges. And then finally we will be calculating the adjusted cash balance, that is bank account balance, in the books of the company. Then finally, again verify that reconciliation. After reconciliation statement, the bank account balance in the books of the company should be tallied with the bank statement balance. So both these should be tallied. Okay, let's consider example. The balance as per cash book and bank statement are 20,000, and both are 20,000. Okay, a company, X company, has issued a check in favor of his supplier for 10,000 on 27th March. And this cash book is being credited. That is, the bank account in the X company has recorded this payment, but it is not yet cleared on the check is not yet cleared on the end of March. On the 31st of March, it is not yet cleared because the check was deposited by the supplier in the bank on 2nd April. So when the payment has been recorded or the check has been issued is 27th of March, and it is the pay, that is the supplier has received, has deposited the check on the 2nd April. So while doing the reconciliation, while checking the balances between these two, bank statement and bank account balance, at the end of March, that is on 31st March, we will be able to have a difference. We will find that there is a difference between these two balance, is will be 10,000, because balance as per bank statement is more than the balance as per cash book, because the bank statement's balance will be the same 20,000, but in our cash book the beginning balance 20,000 and the payment made, that is 10,000, will be deducted from the beginning balance and will be shown as 10,000. So balance as per a bank account is 10,000, whereas the bank statement reflects a balance of rupees 20,000. In this example, the reason for discrepancy or the differences has been identified as outstanding check. That is, check is in transit. We have made the payment, but it is not yet cleared in the bank. So this is why we require bank reconciliation statement. So how this bank reconciliation statement is being prepared? First, we need to identify the differences, causes of differences. Then the reconciliation can be done in either way. Either we can begin from the balance as per the bank account in the books of accounts, or we can begin from the bank statement balance. Okay, so it depends whether if we start with bank account balance, the differences will be between like in what are the items to be added and what are the items to be subtracted, whatever. In that case, if we take as, so in this example which is shown in the presentation, it is in this example the balance as per the bank statement, that is the passbook, has been taken as 10,000. In this case, we need to arrive at the cash book balance or the bank account balance as per our books of accounts, which is less than the bank account balance. So we need to state the reasons for what are the transactions that has caused for this difference to occur. So in this case, we will be adding the checks deposited but not yet credited and bank charges unrecorded. All these will be added, and then check issued but not cleared will be subtracted, because check issued will be we will have recorded it in our books of accounts, right? But it is not yet reflected in the company's accounts, so it will of course reduce the balance as per cash book. And then bank interest received, the interest received from the bank for our deposits would have been shown in the bank statement, but it would still not been recorded in the cash book. So these are the transactions for which we need to state the differences. So this is what bank reconciliation, how to prepare a bank reconciliation. Then yeah, so there are various differences, right? As per you, what are the possible scenarios in which these differences might occur? Like what are the possible situations such differences between the cash account balance and the bank statement balance will happen?
Transition got stuck.
Yeah, exactly. And then any other examples? Any other differences? So we have various transactions which in the cases of transactions in which the cash book balance will be more than the bank statement balance. So what are the situations? Like when amount is being deposited into bank but not yet credited. So in this case, our cash book balance will be higher. Then no entries, no expense entries has been made against bank charges and the bank interest. Then if any checks has been cancelled by the bank, such entries do take a little time to reflect in our books, right? So in this cases, the cash book balance, there won't be any record or any mention about these transactions. So in that cases, the cash book balance will reflect a higher balance when compared to the bank statement. Then any error, maybe manual error, any error can also provide to these differences. And whereas if we take this scenario, like where the cash book balance will be less than the bank statement balance, that is, the bank statement balance will have a higher balances as compared to the cash book. What are the possible scenarios? This when checks issued but not yet presented. Like, yeah. when we have issued the check from our side, that is from the business point of view, but it is not yet been deposited into the bank or presented by the supplier or pay of the check. In that cases, the bank book balance will be higher than the cash book balance. And also in the cases where we receive interest and dividends through bank accounts, like there are some transactions which is directly obtained by the bank without without it comes to the knowledge of the business after some time, but the amount has been credited in the bank account earlier. In that cases, the bank balance will show a higher balance. And also, yeah, these are the scenarios like interest and dividend collected by the bank. And also when a customer is has made a payment to the company but through bank account, and it is not being reflected in the company's books. On all these cases, the bank account balances will have a higher balance than compared to the cash account balances. And also there can be some error in recording, like for example, a check received for 10,000 is completely ignored ignored in the cash book, recording in the books of accounts, but it is deposited in the bank account. In that cases also differences might occur. And also while instead of writing 50,000, the amount will be recorded as 15,000, but the in bank account the amount deposited is will be 50,000. So in this case there will be mismatch, there will be a difference of 35,000. So these are the possible scenarios where why we need the preparation of bank reconciliation statement. So any questions as of now? Is this concept clear to everyone?
Basically, what we are doing it in the reconciliation is
Mm,
we're comparing the cash book balance against the bank statement balance. That's it, right?
exactly, that's it. So and also we are stating what are the transactions that is causing these differences. We have to make a mention of all those transactions. So this is what reconciliation statement is about.